but on this map, I can still see it working. I can still see the value.
10-0.
Still pretty good.
10-0 for pistols for GENG, 2-0 on this map. On this game, sorry. And we got a Teo. We have a Teo, but we have a Deadlock as well. But they're on attack. Fnatic want to fire over towards middle. They're going to leave over towards site. Fast Flood, potentially. Damn, that's nice from Texture. Oh, they got a lot of space on this one. Might be another pistol for them here.
Spike now going to be planted. Poison orb situated under the rafters, I do believe. Yep.
And then you got the Viper smoke over towards Heaven as well.
The fan out and reposition.
And what, does he get another smoke? Is he going to perma smoke over towards Heaven? The perma smoke Heaven? What are you going to do? Wait this one out and wait for another Viper?
Spot checks, Texture able to avoid the damage. Sees the entry power of Alfie who lands right on top of Ash, just meant to find that kill. Team, however, getting cleaned up in the meantime as it's just Kayak.
Kayak can't do anything. He's got to break that.
The reload, need to hit some
break that over towards spawn. Okay, nicely done from GENG.
GENG 3 for 3 on pistols so far.
11-0 on pistols for GENG this event. It's actually mental. We've never seen a pistol run like this.
And it's just one paranoia. And you know, a lot of people, you think about Deadlock on that.
But we've seen like very high percentages, but 11-0 is.
Can be in the sonic sensors, but you have so much value on the attacker side, especially in the post plant. And this is just GENG able to really just gum up the works, because you know when the barrier mesh is going to get cleared, you can turn your attention that way. And that is just brilliant stuff from GENG. And Alpha with the Sheriff.
In the mid.
We did good to break that. Kind of baits in Chronicle a little bit. Yeah, this is the classic though. You're noticing how GENG just approach all of their anti-ecos. All-person group, they try and enable the human drone who always has like ghosts, or I mean pretty much always has a ghost to just scout out somewhere. They get a free amount of info, they can come back and take all the info back with the numbers, or they can just hit over towards the site. GENG, yeah, they keep it nice and simple.
A little bit of an audio bait, thinking back. Texture.
Okay, everyone's just baiting for Kayak at the moment. Oh, he missed his shots.
Is able to find both Alpha and Kayak. This poster will fall.
Yeah, now it looks like Crashy's just gonna try to go and die to the spike here. GENG fanning out a bit, going to see if they could catch him, but seems like he's already slipped the net well enough. And this is a fantastic anti-eco for GENG, keeping 4 guns over. I mean, again, Munchkin there, finding that early pick. The quick pivot over to A.
You told me Fnatic would cook new comps, mate. No one cooked any new comps. It's only GENG.
So this could be a pretty fearsome.
I really hope they win the event.
Fnatic
actually, saying that Paper X is still around. I hope they come
foot,
second in this event.
Trying to claw their way back to the map, but we saw it on Haven. Defender side, they were absolutely ferocious.
Question mark? Dude, team should get punished for trying to play 2024 stuff, man.
Just continuously watching that ramp, putting the Guardian
just
to good
didn't
use.
cook. No one came out cooking.
Couple half armors for Fnatic, but a little bit of a smorgasbord here for GENG. Able to scoop a few rifles into it.
Snuff them out. Good amount of firepower here.
Wolves fat. I'm down for Wolves fat.
Deny away a bonus conversion. Not going to be caught by the net.
Okay, bonus round for GENG. Contact over towards B. Flash. Ooh, I like the TP into the wall as well. Yeah, and then we got the smoke stuff. Dude, if this comp gets over towards the site, is it not just done? You got Deadlock util, you got the Viper smoke.
And now you got to clear out this barrier mesh to get onto site.
You don't know exactly how many people trying to play from this angle sees hitting the catch. Crashy's will be able to find the shots across onto Ash, gets himself the headshot there. Brings it back to a 4v4. Okay, Crash forward. Back to pillar, the drop coming through. Foxy
God, that's crazy that Alpha wins both of those duels. The lovely flash into a fade.
Swings in, able to find one. Chronic can take it down. Gets himself a second. Looks for a little bit more.
Oh my God, 3.
Puts it down into the 1v1. Crashy's trying to follow the trail.
Alright, nicely done from Crashy's. It's a great bonus though. Great bonus. You got one person surviving. Really important round this. You've only got one person on the map that can buy next round if they lose.
So fearsome in these post plants. Alpha with a great drop down. A great understanding of GENG's positioning already.
Aaron, no, this was nuts from him. I will say Fnatic did some nice util on this retake though.
Down there with the Tejo. That was dealt with. That's huge. It's a very important round.
Yeah, Alpha's getting really pumped up as well. He hit some nice shots
a
there.
little bit extra energy, and you can see how, kind of the duality of emotions there for the Fnatic coaching staff.
Okay, Omanor, if they want it, they would definitely keep an eye on Alpha. If Alpha gets a kill, he gets his ult on this one. Dude, GENG are just keeping this simple, just straight up sight hits. They know if they get over towards the site, again with the Viper and the Deadlock, chances are they probably win the round. Maybe if they get a Teo off the site as well. I guess it doesn't matter if they're just using it to hit the sites itself.
Barrier mesh just get cleared out.
Got one flash left, the Prowler, and then Alpha's blast packs and a paint shell to try to make this flood retake happen.
Fight at the ready here from Chronicle. Almost gets caught on timing. He's able to go ahead and avoid capture. Is Alpier wrapping around over towards Alpha, but Ash
nice shots. Dude, nice shots on site from Ash. And they get Teo ult as well. Yeah, Fnatic need to do a timeout. They got to hold heavy on the sites. If they can't hold the sites, they're done.
A 3-1 lead.
I mean, it's just so quick.
They pretty much, the Teo is just, we can overwhelm and we can eliminate some areas on site and we can just go fast. And the Teo is kind of disposable after that, really.
Right on time, right on the money. You do have a showstopper here for Alpha. He's going to be the only one with a weapon with a Guardian.
A different comp is so refreshing. Ah, man, I'm so happy with GENG, man. This is what I thought the whole tournament was going to be like. I really got the whole tournament wrong. I really did, man. I thought everyone was going to come out with stuff like this. I thought it was going to be crazy. In the end, it was just 2024 stuff with played kind of bad.
Into something similar to this, we'll see if Fnatic ends up falling for a similar trap.
I mean, you can see that, GENG knows that they've been taking some open map space, and that Fnatic, part of the game plan going forward might be to try to get a little bit more aggressive.
Munchkin's on this.
On the jiggle.
Munchkin, I think, undetected there.
Yeah, calls his team back on this one. Doesn't need to make any kind of extra play. He knows again if they can get over towards site any kind of trade, so they win the round with the comp.
Well aware of the potential positions here of the opposition.
He's got a read on the defaults.
Yeah, he's got some great timing on this. Knows he's over towards side as well. Gets the info. That smoke could have been from anywhere. Very nice. He knows he's on site. Hey guys. Dude, Crashies did good. There's a nice little smoke from him from Buster. Oh my god. What's going on this round? Dude, Alpha should use his ult. I think they should go for it.
But no blast packs to try to escort him forward. Get on top of these players. Smoke cycled.
Oh my god, he wrecked him. He absolutely wrecked him.
Not skipping a beat. A 4K.
Yeah, what a round from Munchkin. And I mean, he was the person that got them all the space as well. It's not like he fragged out just heavy. He literally got all the space. Got the timing over towards A.
Munchkin, what is that?
Fnatic needs a timeout. Dude, play sites.
He is absolutely fired up.
You know, as soon as this timeout comes in, they can push over
Fnatic
towards middle.
Might have a way back into that round. Crashies with a brilliant play around the smokes. A good timing to get into elbow, to get away from some of that early pressure that GENG was trying to create and completely catch them off guard.
Still going to be no timeout seen here for Fnatic. Likely to be called after this round if they're not able to find value.
Yeah, Bosa's playing an area we can't play. Is he not just dead?
Damage taken, Bosa's down to 6.
6 HP. He did incredible to get a kill, to be honest with you.
Eliminated there. Let's get the trade. The Armageddon crashes across.
Dude, they're just fast hitting.
Player advantages here. Spike now being planted in a pit. Go ahead and make this even more unassailable for Fnatic. Reroutes them towards heaven. Charon is going to be lying in wait.
Still have the drone even here for Ash. Maybe get a good reveal.
It's a save.
It's a save. It makes sense.
GENG just forcing their hand. There's nothing more to be done. 5-1. The two dead players. Economy in the dumps. It's going to be a rough one for Fnatic. Struggling thus far here on this defending side.
Bad trips, yeah, and then they gotta be able to actually prove that they can hold sites.
Out of those salvos, keeping
It's the only
Poster
thing.
pinned.
You can't hold the
in the back
sites, you're
sight.
just done for.
And then just letting Texter do his thing. Just rush forward. Catches the player up on rafters. And then Boaster dealt with, and that's round over. You know, you use the Tejo ult in there, sure, just to be careful, just to be really diligent. Got a couple ults, though, for Fnatic coming into this next round. They have enough for a scrappy buy. Can have a Guardian and a Judge, along with the 3 rifles, but with that Cosmic Divide, along with the Nightfall from Crashies, could have some opportunities for some decent
so they're trying to
potential.
They're essentially trying to work out that
nice
Fnatic are
early
going to now play heavy over
Judge.
towards the site
Boaster's
itself,
gonna be
and
the
they
one
feel like
wielding
there's a
it.
weak middle.
Right tucked into the
Unless there's some...
Side of A main.
Oh yeah,
It's a
looks
fast
like it.
push up a mid, though. A little bit of damage done to Texture.
Yeah, every single time, I mean, you got to give it to GENG every single time. They're making sure they actually get like the most distance out of the Tejo rockets. Like they're just forcing fast. It's really nice from them. Crashy's done really good. I mean, Crashy's is doing really good. Look at him go.
Plays off it beautifully. Just keeping himself alive. He tries the whole
Damn, bro, what the hell?
And he's doing it damn near single-handedly. The silent drop, the angle, watch.
Holy Crashies, that's wild.
Their second round
That's
win.
wild from him.
That is crazy good stuff from Crashies. He was popping off on Haven. He is continuing on Split. Texture there was vulnerable, went for the swing anyway, paid the price, and that just got Crashies accelerated. Great use of his own util as well to stall the GENG players behind the pillar and knock them down. A massively impactful round, a much needed one for Fnatic. Still have that Cosmic Divide and a Judge.
Yeah, it looks like the same thing over towards middle. Yeah, a little different. Trying to feel it out.
Wants to do. The initial push from GENG looks so good, but the response just better.
What's the
from
money?
Crashies.
I mean, the money's a little low. 1 person for GENG. Chronicle.
He just ends up falling right into it.
Crashies, mate, you can't fight this.
Foxy.
Deadlock trip.
Forced out of
Oh, what a
garage.
lunatic. Walks past the deadlock trip.
side
He
of the
actually
map
might get
clearly.
full info here.
Crashies
This
still
is pretty
made.
interesting.
Munchkin
I think at
to
one
the
point with
corner.
this info, he
Texture
might
try to reinforce.
lean over heavy over towards
Gonna
A.
punish is the question. Kayak able to slowly drift back and, well, it's a Judge. At range, so not gonna mean too much.
Gave him like a
Big
warning
crash
shot.
look
Nice
at Kayak
TP
on
away.
the safety
Rotate
back
goes
over
in.
on the
Again, I
site.
think this is also because Crashies is just, you
decision
don't
for
expect him to
GENG
push
now.
here. And then
Know
obviously
that
if you're going to
Judge is
split
there.
over
You know
towards
yours
B,
not
you
gonna be
have
too
B
far
pressure.
behind.
This is really good from Crashies.
You know the other
He might
players
be,
from
he
Fnatic are
might
gonna
get
be
no
leaning
kills
in this
here, but he
direction.
might be
Do
the
you try
reason
to
they
go
win the
for
round.
ropes, or do you try to make the A site hit?
They're still assessing, still trying to make up their minds. Paranoia, stun, over towards elbow. Boaster able to avoid it, spamming, and still somehow comes out on top. Texture just cannot get the spray to connect. Does eventually fall. Looking for the
Oh my, just the timing on that is unbelievable.
Snatches him up and blocks the other repeat, finds Alfier. It seems like now it's his turn to pull off the heroics for GENG.
That hit, it was so close. He was so close to being an ult.
Crashies at
And he lost the
10-3
ult for
0.
it, obviously.
Got himself a 4K in the previous round. Just needs 3 this time. Pulls back, avoids the grab net. Reposition from Kara. The Haunt gets a reveal onto 1. It seems like
I feel bad for Crashies. He did really good this round.
He
did really good this round.
With his prey. 6-2.
Win one, lose the
GENG
next
not
for
giving
Fnatic, but they can still buy
any
into this one.
back-to-back rounds.
Please
the
show
chick
me this
and with the
annihilation
16
again.
mums. Thank you
This
so much
may
for the
be
Prime,
one of the
mate.
best
Appreciate you doing that.
annihilations I have ever seen in VCT. Just a spam down here early. Foxy 9. Brilliant stuff. The second one, that second kill really nice though as well, but I don't know what was going on with Texture against Boaster's Judge, but Foxy 9,
So we'll find it there.
the hero there for GENG.
That's going to be the timeout call now sent here from
Yeah.
Fnatic.
They got some options. I mean, they just need to make sure they don't let him hit site.
This is tough. I mean, a lot
Yeah,
of
with
the
the no
small
info sentinel, it's a
change-ups
little
Fnatic
rough.
have been making.
They just gotta fight
Kinda
heavy on the
works at
sides,
times,
try to set
and
one
they
up.
have and at others. I mean,
B
GENG's
main or
just so
take
good
A
at
main.
these executes. They're so clean, and if they get to the post plant, just
I think it's
forget
okay
about
if they
it.
take middle.
And they keep finding Chronicle
To
pretty
be
much at
honest,
the start of these
unless you
rounds.
can
They
hold,
denied
unless you can heavy
any and all
hold mid, and
value
they've used like their
from
salvos.
Fnatic's the biggest trophy winner that they have on this roster. Currently finds
But at this
himself
point, I don't think they should be
0-6-2.
caring about middle because the
That's
sides are
defending
just
Viper.
Hard to believe.
getting
I mean,
owned.
I think as Fnatic, I wouldn't be surprised to see them be a little bit more aggressive at the mains, like we saw in B main there with Crashies previously, to try to deny some of this early map pressure.
GENG?
To deny
Yeah,
GENG information.
they're doing great with the deadlock win
These early
rate as
picks,
well.
right, are probably the biggest part of
I
the
think
puzzle.
deadlock's 3-0 this
Can't
event.
afford to be losing that Viper. So much important stall.
Anonymous Gifter, thank you
to be
so much.
employed
Chat,
from that
Yampy,
agent.
I know
And
this
yes,
is
it
you.
is a double duelist
Anonymous
comp
Gifter,
here on
thank you so
Split.
much for the gift
So
to
Fnatic,
Finland.
yes, the last time we saw them against Heretics on Split, it was attacker side where they did the majority of
Thank
their
you
damage.
for that, Yampy.
But you can't let this get out of control.
Texture is full sending it.
TP over towards Heaven. Kind of saw him, so they should be on top of this. No?
Right above Kayak. But no clue what was happening. Gets a spot out there on a one, tries to play this as patiently as possible.
Oh, that's rough.
It may be a virtue,
That's
but
really
it's not
rough.
always the right decision.
Dude, that's the
The
second
check
time.
from Ash is just too monstrous. Around a bit of damage going to be taken that does flush him out into the opening. Chronicle gets himself on the board at
Oh,
long
nice.
last.
Imagine they can win this one.
Kill found, a 3v3.
Dude, Munchkin's been playing so good.
Dude,
Dude, look at it. Munchkin's
Out
playing
from
so
main,
good, man.
It's a spot, but it's quickly
That
traded
kill
back.
makes it so much easier for them.
Where are you?
They're all two over towards site.
To get himself a third. Ash cleans it up, and
Ooh, big
Chronicle
round from
comes
Chronicle.
alive.
Dude, chat, it's another round where like only one person survives, so
Timeout call leads to the round win. Not the cleanest one, not necessarily the one
Yeah,
that
it
Fnatic
wasn't
were
the
looking for,
cleanest.
but the one that they needed. They get themselves a third.
What a back and forth. That's got a smile out from Chronicle. Just a really, really nice moment from him. Alpha with that out
Where
duel.
are you?
That flush out there with the paint shells.
Standing.
Fnatic, I mean, it's just
Another
each round is
kill,
one person
really
getting
nicely
4
done.
Ks.
Great utilization of Crash's utility. He has been phenomenal. So many different aspects of the game. On to Fade now. Really, really good stuff. GENG, I mean, good awareness, a
Okay.
little bit of trickery at the beginning of the round with Karan.
Just buys the Spectre out
Like
to this
maybe
one.
they were just going to cruise.
They do have
They're
pretty good
7.
ults though.
Crashies
Use
had
that
other
ult to hold
plans.
over towards middle, heavy.
Might just be the floodgates open with those
Drone
kills.
goes out. They don't take any
It does
space
come
with it though,
online.
but there is
Gets
questions.
invested here
There is
in mid.
question marks.
GENG not playing the Rays means that they don't have as many tools to try to flush the Viper out. Crashies though. Ooh, elbow going to be spotted, but Foxy9 sends out a little shot, so he's able to back away.
Yeah, GENG now kind of left in a dilemma. Whoa, a little bit of spam
Munchkin's
there.
like,
The
what
stinger
the
from
hell is
Boaster.
that?
But you're not exactly sure, you know, what's going on either side of the map. You're trying to work it out, trying to map it out. Now you know that the Fade
I
and
like the idea
Rays
of
are
this.
over here onto B.
You have a kind of, you're pretty much trying to catch someone that over peaks into this area.
Nade sent. Kayak playing on top of the
Corner
box
of the
here, ramp.
Tethers, like
I mean, that
where
might
the
give you
nade
the
lands.
confidence
So if you do get hit by it,
double
you're
back in
dead.
this direction.
It's kind of same theory as the
Create a
Lotus
little
one
bit of
on B.
noise. Chronicle shifts positions.
It could be a
but
little bit better, but I still like the
GENG
idea.
not revealing anything with their sound.
Fade Eye goes out over towards
I love
B,
the way
so they
Ash is
clear
just
over towards
so
B
aware.
pretty early on.
Any trickery, any cheeky plays.
TP over
from
towards
Fnatic.
site. I don't know how long it's got
Really
left
good.
on it.
Seconds left.
Salvo's at the ready. Texture going to try to open things up here. And Ash, you're talking about it, the awareness. Just follows in off the back of the Neon. Finds the headshot. Exposer now playing forward here within the smoke. Able to dodge out the paranoia at the time. Started his window, but
Jesus.
he cannot find the elimination.
10 seconds left.
Foxy gets the kill. It's Chronicle. Heroics might be
Spike
leaned on
planted.
once again. Peek about to come through, and Karan, he wins that fight. Alfier able to trade one back, but into a 2v4 with your economy in a rough position. How much more is there to be done?
God, you're so close to your ultimates
Yeah.
too.
Win one, lose the
It's
next.
just so difficult.
Go to eco.
This double stack around the
1-9
corner.
loss bonus to kind of need to
Seems like
save
just
these
a play to
guns.
try to go for the exits here.
Maybe
They
be a
have
drop with the 2.
both angles covered. And have to go ahead and lock one. As Alfier
1 kill is
see
Razor.
what he can make happen. It's a spot out onto Ash. Foxy9. Tagged up
Death here would be
swings out,
devastating.
Wins the fight.
Pretty devastating.
Just slide into the corner here.
By
At
pretty,
the
I mean
ramp to
it's
keep
really
himself
devastating.
protected. GENG securing themselves a lead here at the half as they hit 7. They're looking for 9.
Goodness. Just unbelievable awareness from Ash. And car on this time. Gets up on the rafters. Good for another before he gets traded out, but that's basically round over. It's frustrating. You know, Alpha
Yeah,
felt like
really
he could have done some more damage. You get that first kill and you can really
Alpha
start
gets
to accelerate.
dropped
maybe,
the gun that they
Hound's already
saved.
well out of hand. We'll have his showstopper though. It's going to be one away from a nightfall for Crashies, but the economy in the dumps. For
Yeah,
Fnatic.
change up.
A weird assortment of weapons. A lot of
The
shotguns.
Gravnet, one salvo deep. Insta drone smoke over towards middle. Drone spots two. Wow, that trade's crazy from them. Impressive.
Both are similarly playing forward. As the Bucky. GENG. They're just going to go ahead, back away. Not necessarily happy with the 1-for-1, but willing to part ways and explore opposite sides of the map.
It's all just hidden positions.
Oh, shield peeked up for Crashies. Valley off the short, going to prove to be a little bit more difficult. Is that showstopper does not get sent? Car just sprays him down. Closer now. Pushing forward, finds Car. Somehow makes that Bucky connect to great effect. Weapons collected. Phantom Vandal in hand.
Man, what a great deadlock wall that was.
30 seconds
We're
left.
gonna have full awareness.
Spike planted.
Okay, only one person should be shooting this. That's the issue here.
Foxy9. One of his newer trainees on the team.
Guys, you can't wait it out.
Only given a real opportunity.
Careful here.
Supposed to trying to assess. They're running out of time. Noise made. Stun found. No, boy.
Oh. Chris?
Can you see the player screens?
Okay, Boss
no.
is dead. Nice shot from Munchkin.
Exactly
Kayak, 1v2. Has he got it? He got one. Big 1v1.
But I think we're going to have a pause after this.
Can we tell from the reaction?
Fully assess what exactly has gone on.
He's done it. And Munchkin looks...
What I can tell you, assuming that we're still being heard,
happy?
after
I
the
don't
stage
really
here in the
know.
house, is it looks like GENG are able to come away with that round win. Well, this is a first.
I think we, yeah, got hit with a paranoia here.
Yeah, I don't know. we're also just not going out to the house anymore. So
Replay, here we go.
sounds being made,
Nice shot.
but I don't know what's happening.
I'm not sure either.
Okay.
Just, I can hear sound again. Players are relaxing.
Yeah,
Tech pause.
we're at the point where we just don't know. We're
Blazing,
gonna
thank you
keep
so much for the
yapping
prime,
just in
dude. Thank
case
you for
this
that.
Yeah, I have no idea, but
realistically, we don't know. Yeah, I'm gonna try to check in online, see maybe if there's some information there. As it seems like everything else is functioning, I think it's just our in-house view
well, yeah, I mean,
that isn't
we lost everything.
working.
All the screens are gone. I mean, our screens are gone as well.
Okay, so waiting to get everything rebooted and good to go. Seems like game. Okay, being told stream is still live.
Yay!
We had a power issue here in-house, so we're waiting to go ahead and get that cleaned up.
Oh boy.
So hopefully you guys can
Could be
hear
rough
us.
here.
As it might take a
Either that's the longest sip in the world, or that is a
Yeah, it might take
freeze frame.
Take a little bit. Just, sometimes things happen, and pretty sure. Yeah, we have a pause in the game, folks. Just so you know, we haven't continued on. You're not missing anything.
Oh, so they can see it, and I think that they still have shots of the players and everything like that on screen. So it's pretty much
Jason Bourne himself. Thank you so much, Jason. Jason Bourne with the 10 gifted. Chat, you know what to do. Got nothing else to do in the tech pause.
Some bit of an issue.
Yeah,
So-
The
for sure.
Oilers going. Thank you so much, bro.
We'll take
Thank
some
you
time
for
to try to
doing
fix
that.
one. So we're going to go to a break, being told about 10 minutes, and hopefully when we come back, we should have everything
Whoa,
up
that's
and
a big
running. So
issue,
appreciate you
chat.
guys
10
bearing
minutes?
with us.
Holy. Okay, might have to mute for a long time. Might be talking for a little bit here. Nothing is working. I saw your picture. But Prodigy, can you see their PCs? Their PCs have to be on. It's just like, it's everything else, right? How's my week been? My week's been alright, dude. I kind of enjoy the schedule at the moment. Like it's a 4 p.m. start for me. It's like really nice. 4 p.m. start, only 2 best of 3s. Really nice, dude. Can go gym in the morning. I can chill out. It's been nice weather here. I even went for a walk today. Saw 2 cats. That was cool. 10 minutes would be a miracle if they fixed it in that. Don't say that. When do I wake up and sleep at the moment? My schedule's pretty good. I would say I sleep at 12 and wake up around 8, to be honest. I'm getting a full 8 hours at the moment. It's really nice. What am I doing for a living? This, dude. This is what we're doing for a living. We got so many Oilers that we can make a living out of this at the moment. It's kind of crazy. I don't know how long it lasts for, but I'm very thankful that it's a thing. I go out of the house sometimes. Not all the time. Don't get too crazy now. Any plans to head up for Paris and Champs? Yeah. I think that is the plan. That's a good point, chat. We doing the tech pause? We can. Chat. Okay, so chat. Whoa, okay, hold up. Let's address something first because Isaac has gifted 50. Jesus. Isaac, thank you so much. Chat, you know what to do. Let's get the Oilers spam going. Thank you so much. If anyone got gifted by Isaac, please say thank you. Thank you so much, Isaac, for doing that. Isaac _. That is kind of nuts, Isaac. What are you up to now? It's a high number, 1,900. Goodness, Isaac, thank you so much for all the support. We talk about the Oilers, and then he couldn't help himself. Yeah. Again, chat. Just a big shout out. Obviously, the Oilers as well. Like, you guys are a big reason why I can do this full time as well. But just everyone just here as well. Numbers are crazy. You guys seem to like the content, so I appreciate that. All the primers, all the subs, thank you so much. And just everyone that makes it a nice place. Even the people that get gifted from the Oilers as well, just saying thank you. So I do appreciate that. Iggs Bacon as well, thank you so much for doing that also, mate. Thank you, man. I appreciate you. Isaac, again, thank you so much for the 50, man. That's kind of crazy. Jay Mias as well. Jay Mias with the prime. Thank you so much for doing that. Okay, chat. Okay. So, at the moment, I'm sponsored by them in terms of Liquid, and Valorant is now sponsored by them in terms of this event. We have a giveaway going on. It is from Coinbase. If you want to win this, chat, I couldn't find a better picture. I apologize for this. If you want to win a Mosh Buddy, then it is this link. You gotta, it's basically Coinbase. Coinbase are doing one lucky fan, flight paid for, hotel paid for you and one other person, tickets paid for. You can go to Champs Paris. I want to say I'll be there. I'm pretty confident I'll be there. And so this is the link. If you want to check it out, you do not have to buy anything, chat. You do not have to buy anything. Okay? You don't have to purchase anything. You just sign up. And yeah, to sign up to Coinbase, put your email in. It should give you the instructions. The first 3,000 people get the Slime Buddy. The first 3,000 people. And basically it is you and a +1 flights, tickets, hotel for Champs Paris. So if you want to check it out, again, I'll spam it. I'll spam it in the YouTube chat as well. Also, this is just a link for just me. I think Liquid have just given people like separate links. So even if you want to help me and support me, then I think having a big reaction to this would be pretty cool as well. Because I think it's the first time I get like my own little link to see kind of how the flow is from my stream and how many people go there. So again, you don't have to purchase anything, you don't do anything crazy. Genuinely pumped about it. I mean, Desp should definitely do this. Desp, you should be doing this. And whoever wins, I'll make sure that I meet you. And if Bacon's there, I'll make sure that Bacon meets you as well. Augusto, thank you so much in the YouTube chat. Thank you, thank you. Bacon says he won't be there. Well, honestly, that's maybe an extra reason to sign up. Bacon won't be there, so you don't have to meet him. Yeah, if you want to check it out, again, I'll do it one more time. That's my link. And yeah, I appreciate all the support, guys. Thank you so much. Bacon's not going to be there. You're in? Yeah. Good timing for it. And then if you can't find the link, exclamation mark, Coinbase in the chat, and you can sign up late as well. Am I going to be there for finals weekend? You're talking about Paris? I have no idea. Honestly, things in esports, you pretty much don't find out what you're doing until like a week before. But I have no idea. I want to say I'll be going to this one, but we'll see. The Spag Bowl as well with the Prime. Thank you with the 4 months, mate. I appreciate that. And Cisa, right? Cisa 89, maybe same year as me born. Fellow Boomer, thank you so much for that, bro. I appreciate the 5 gifted. Thank you, thank you. And bro, how is this your name? Pinner you sloth, basically. I'm not gonna say this lot. Thank you with the Prime. Appreciate the 2 months. Just tuned in now. What did you miss? You missed a 2v2 and all of the, and then just a black screen basically. Power went out. Damn, you're old. Thank you for that. Appreciate that. Thank you for the support. Elio, hello mate. How you doing? For the gun buddy. So yeah, you enter first 3,000 people that enter will get the gun buddy. Again, if you want to see the gun buddy, I apologize for the screenshot. Not leak my email. It's this guy. And I know there's a lot of people that like Wingman and Gecko here, so first 3,000 people. I'll also say as well, I think we were meant to promote this in 2 days' time, so the likelihood of you being in the first 3,000 is very high, because I think I've probably jumped the gun on this one a little bit. McTruffles, thank you so much. Thank you as well. I appreciate that. Thank you for the gift, mate. Interesting for me not to talk about my nemesis, exactly. Dude, honestly, if it was a Wingman gun buddy, I wouldn't have promoted it. Rossi, thank you so much for the tier 1. Appreciate the 8 months. Thank you so much, dude. Thank you for that. Hello as well, Rossi. Good to see you, mate. Link, sorry, I'll put it in the YouTube. There you go. Let me spam it a little bit in the YouTube again. Again, you don't have to make any purchases. It's literally just signing up. You put your email in and then you sign up to Coinbase. I think if you put your email in, it would tell you the instructions. Rando Gen, thank you so much with the 10, man. I appreciate that. Thank you, dude. Appreciate all the support, Rando Gen. Thank you, mate. Got another Euler, you know what to do. Let's get the spam going. Slow down, you look like a scam bot in the YouTube chat. It does look a little bit dodgy, doesn't it? Do you think why the reason Teo... Wait, do you think the reason why Fnatic is struggling against the Teo is because they changed the comp? No, I mean, none of these teams have changed the comp, right? GENG used this once. It's just the fact that they're playing very fast with a comp that in theory doesn't go super fast, right? They've only got the... Wait, they only have the one duelist, right? Let me look at these comps again. They've only got the one duelist, right? So in theory, they shouldn't be going like super fast. It's just the fact that they haven't been able to hold over towards sites. The Fnatic very heavy play over towards like A heaven. If you see them B heaven, it's a lot of like mid focus with retakes. And if you have a comp that primarily you're retaking against a comp that has like 2 VIPs in terms of the Viper, especially when they're saving the smokes like they are, and the Deadlock, you're pretty much gonna have a rough time. Also, huge shout out to GENG, man. GENG are my absolute saviors. And Wolves, to be honest. Wolves have been playing some cool comps as well. Thank God we're seeing some creative comps. And thank God the teams are getting rewarded for creative comps. I've been disappointed with this event in terms of what teams have been coming out with. It's like potential new meta where you can use a lot of new things and everyone's playing it so safe. Especially with Deadlock and... Say you have like a Deadlock and a Vice. I'm not saying you should be playing them together all the time. But these guys, if you have good theory behind them, first time you watch them... They're very hard to play against. You don't know where the Wolves are. You don't have the demo. You're normally good for that map. The fact that no teams other than GENG and Wolves have leaned into the Deadlock, in my opinion, is pretty criminal. That's where I'm at.
Hello everyone and welcome to Compliments
Okay,
from
more
the
filler.
Wheel. I'm joined by Texture and Karan, and here we are today to create an authentic, wholesome atmosphere here in the venue by having them
What about
spin
Paybrex?
the
I mean,
wheel
Paybrex have just been
and
playing.
say something
Paybrex
nice
have been playing
about the
cool
player
comps
that the
anyway.
wheel lands on.
Different comps and
so are you guys ready?
they've been playing
오늘
comps that they've been playing
뭘 할
before anyway. They were
거냐면,
kind of ready for this
알아들으신
meta.
거예요? 착한 거 말해주시면 돼요. 칭찬. Okay, be nice.
Did I predict the
Right.
G2 struggle? No, I
shall
thought
we?
G2 were in a
Texture?
good spot. They've been pretty good historically at coming up with metas, but they played it at least on 2 maps very safe. Again, the 7 maps we don't know, and they misplayed one of their comps, so that's rough.
없어 멈추기네.
Okay. Monyet.
몬jet은 이제 착하고 밥을 잘 먹습니다. 일단 밥을 굉장히 잘 먹어요. 맨날 뭐 사달라고 그러고 내가 무슨 지갑인 줄 알아.
Projectpedia, thanks so much for the prime, mate.
근데 하여튼
Thank you, man. I
아주
appreciate
착하고
that.
밥을 잘 먹는 친구입니다.
Okay, Monyet, he's a sweet boy and he can eat a lot, has a great appetite, and he always forces Texture to buy him food, but still nice, sweet boy, and he can eat a lot. Okay,
That's
thank you
solid.
for the compliment. Kara?
For people that don't know, Texture and Monyet lived together in 2023.
Oh, Bolster.
I like him.
보스터 일단 되게 이 뭐라 하지 이거를
유쾌하고
유쾌하고 그러고 이제 모두와 이제 잘 지내려고 하고 일단 K-팝 좋아하고
아이돌.
춤을 또 이제 잘 추기 때문에 이게 확실히 스타성이 좀 있지 않나.
아무래도.
네 그렇게 생각합니다.
Well, Booster's really funny and he gets along with pretty much everyone here in the venue and in the Valorant community. He also loves K-pop and the K-pop idols, and he's a great dancer. So yeah, great boy. Thank you guys so much for joining me. Good luck.
Keep going,
Thank
people.
you.
Great boys. Adround, thank you so much for the prime.
Welcome to
Dude,
an
straight into the
iteration
back
of
to
Silly
oh
Goose
boy. We're
or
playing the
Serious
repeat.
Moose. I'm joined here with
got the
Crashies
repeats,
and
chat.
also
We're in
Bolster
trouble.
of Team Fnatic. I'm just laughing because
Chat,
these
we're in
guys are
trouble.
already silly gooses before we even started this segment. But to TLDR, I have a list of 9 Canadian cities.
We're in trouble,
and it's a true
everyone.
or false.
We
so
really
if you
are,
think it's
man.
a false city that it doesn't
Oh,
exist,
boy.
you pull up the Silly Goose. And if you think it's a real city, you pull up the Serious Moose.
All right.
Good?
Yeah.
Aye, Captain.
All right, Captain, let's start with the first one. Happy Valley Goose Bay.
Oh,
it's one of these games.
No, but it's probably serious.
How many
probably
subs to
serious.
butter
He's gonna start
myself,
the game off with
mate?
something that
It's just
sounds
not a
goosey,
thing.
But I'm gonna go serious moose.
I respect the question, but it's not
That
a
is
thing.
the answer. Correct.
See,
It is
I know.
He's in your head.
Um,
He's in your head.
Okay,
Ooh, the
second
draw
one
for
then.
any country. That's a
It's
great
Guelph.
question, mate. I don't
be real, too.
know.
Very similar
I
to
don't know.
Banff. Whatever Banff was.
What is it again?
What is Banff? Guelph.
Guelph.
Yeah.
I can't remember what Banff was actually.
It's the national park or something.
National Park.
It's in central Canada, but that's who cares? I'm talking about Guelph here.
Okay.
Guelph.
You choose this one. I chose the last one.
No, we have to do it together.
1, 2,
Three.
3.
Oh no.
Who's right now? No, it's Serious Moose. Guelph is actually in Ontario. It's not too far away from here.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, you're 2 out of 2. We'll
Two out
go
of
with
2.
his score.
Do you know what they do there?
No.
They do a different variation of golf called Guelph.
Really?
No.
Nah,
So we'll go.
this guy, comedian.
He's got jokes.
He's got a comedian.
Yeah, that's me. That's me.
What was the power issue? You say was, man. I think there still is a power issue.
That's what it is. What is it?
Bedlington.
What's the reason for the pause?
Bedlington.
Probably something to do with Prius.
Serious Goose.
Sounds real too.
Where I'm at.
Serious Moose or Silly Goose? Sorry.
Nah, I'm going this one. The odds are saying it's Silly Goose.
It is a Silly Goose.
Yeah.
So it
Nice.
If you want the tickets for
three.
Paris, but you're
Bedlington, It
busy,
just doesn't sound like what someone would like. They get to the
I
city and they're
imagine you
like,
might
I'm
be able to
gonna
put it in
name this
different people's
Bedlington.
names.
Nah,
I'm
they'll be
not
like,
entirely
let's
sure.
name it. What was the first
Because
one
you at least
again?
have the plus
Happy
one.
Valley Goose Bay.
That's
Yeah,
I
like,
think
this is
that's
Happy
one of
Valley
those when
Goose
you
Bay.
win it,
Funny thing though,
if
in
you win
Ontario,
it,
there's actually a lot of little
you-
boroughs and cities that finish.
you kind of bring
finishes
up the
with a 10.
questions.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I thought that too.
That's what I thought.
So
I
I'm
like
not
that
entirely
Hamilton.
sure how it worked,
Yeah,
mate.
how about see?
There you
What about Timbitson?
What is it?
How's the Teo looking so far? I mean, they're making sure that when they use the Teo salvos,
Timbitson.
they're making
Let me say it like a
space with
French
it.
accent.
Right, every single time they're like
Sí,
making
se
sure they
s'appelle
get space.
Timbitson.
Maybe Fnatic needs to try
Hey, you
and,
want some
as soon as they
French?
see those
Yeah, I got you, I
salvos,
got
like
you.
actually use some
No, it's
util
probably
to
real.
make them stop getting the
What do you have to
space.
do with that voice?
Because
That's
that's
right.
like
That's
when
easier
I
said than
talk to
done.
French
French,
people,
that's
they do
different.
that.
I just spoke French to you. I didn't do that accent.
That's true as well. I'm gonna go Serious Moose.
I'm going Silly Goose.
It's actually Silly Goose.
I knew it.
But
We're even.
Crashies, you tweeted out or on your Instagram stories about Timbits and Tim Hortons. Have you tried that
Oh,
yet?
I have not tried Tim Hortons.
Oh, you only took a picture?
I only took a picture of it. But that's why I thought it was real. Maybe it had something to do with it.
That's where we're first originated, right?
Why don't you ever miss an opportunity to flame
Have you heard
Prius?
about Uranium City?
Honestly, if you ever met him,
Uranium
you'd
City.
understand, man.
Yeah.
Okay,
You'd
how
be like,
many
I need to get
reels
this
on
guy
Short
at
day
every
in
possible
Uranium
opportunity there is given.
City.
Is that the
Is that
song?
a kid show?
No, it's Emerald City from Wicked, but I just
Like, it just makes sense when you meet him.
Uh,
We here? Are we in? Wait, POV? Wait, it's just one side POV. It's coach POV. We got coach POV. We are Gen G. My god, this is sick. Prowler, reclear. Fnatic want to go for a fight over towards B main. They probably use some kind of nade or satchel to break the deadlock util. We got ult towards backer side. Double ult. Oh my god, we switched over to the other team. Fade. Oh, that was nice. Oh, that was not nice. Observer? Yeah, keep going. Okay, 2v3. Fnatic with the 2. Astra ult goes in. We have no idea. We got the trip over towards B main, so they can't flank, at least for a little bit. Maybe it's going to be some kind of tap of the spike, insta send. Okay, they made that look easy. 9-3 finished it off. It's a great half. For people that are wondering, for people who always ask me, like, what can the coaches see? It's pretty much this, right? You only see your team moving around. Basically just this. And then what are you writing in the notes? You're trying to piece together what's going on over here. Okay, chat. It is halftime. Let's pretend we're the ads at the moment. Everyone's chilling. You got 2 minutes. The coaches can speak. The coaches are getting their input. Everyone's listening in. Everyone's focused on the input. What's going down? Coaches. They're coming in. There's 2 of them talking.
Esports is a $2 billion industry now, but it all started in dingy basements and cramped living rooms.
Let us mute this so I don't get wrecked. Are the casters paid for this? I mean, yeah, mate. They're not going to deduct the pay because they didn't cast for 1 round. God, I hope no one ever works for you. Jesus. I'll tell you what, though. You might make a lot of money with that kind of attitude, to be fair, man. You're probably going to go far in life. I'll give you that. You're an absolute savage. He missed round 12. Minus 50% salary, yeah. Dude, imagine we get the whole map like this. It would be crazy. No timer? Yeah, the no timer scares me a little bit as well. I was looking up there for a timer. At least we got a round. We can see more than they can in the venue. Still black screens at the top. Down for the coach's POV. Yeah, I think it would work if you could get the casters going for it, but honestly, I think they also have to think about the audience. They might have done a coming from Zilv, who is the observer from EMEA. They might have done a single round in this half so they can restart everything. Yeah, maybe to not lose power. That makes a lot of sense. Play out the last rounds, restart everything, might help him out. Get the fuse switch off and on. It would be a better it would be better if Teo was nerfed less for this tourney. I think we had to do the big hit at one point. I think we had to do a big hit. I think it's I'll be honest with you, it's kind of on the teams that can't adapt to the new meta. It had to happen. They came in with an agent that was too powerful, and it had to happen at one point. I'm glad it happened, and yeah, it's more just like on the teams that couldn't adapt in time. It's what the game is. Sometimes you have a good read on the meta, sometimes you don't. Sometimes you play it too safe when you should be going too risky. Sometimes you play it too risky when you should be going safe. It's a hard one to balance. Sometimes you have a misread of the meta. Sometimes you're really struggling on certain maps, and like all the maps that you don't have a good understanding are in the map pool. Can I bring back the timer, mate? I've got no control of that. I think what makes the Heretics elimination even more shocking is they've gone back to 2024 meta, but I think they didn't feel, it didn't look comfy on certain maps. Like I'm not saying this is the reason the Heretics lost, but I think the map meta might be a little bit of a thing for them, because in my opinion they didn't look comfy on like 3 maps. And there might be a time issue also, that they couldn't like have a good read on certain maps. Again, a lot changes. You can be very good at one meta and not so good at another. This game changes all the time. And I think this is like a good showing of some of these teams. Like who can you back in when metas are coming out? Like GENG have been proven to be very good at this meta. They're heavy leaning into Deadlock, which again, in my opinion, first time you play it well thought through, you're going to win the map. That's like a free map win for them, especially their Sunset. They're using a lot of Viper, which Munchkin likes. They cook with it very heavy. Even when you got their normal Haven comp, they're coming up with new stuff. I feel like GENG at the moment probably have the best read out of every team at this event and coming up with new stuff. Paper X, they were pretty much already positioned for this event. You got to give props to Sentinels. They're the one that had to change up a lot as well. Who else has been doing good? Wolves? Man, Wolves have been impressive. Galaps, thank you so much for the Prime, dude. I appreciate the 2 months. Thank you so much, man. Thoughts on GENG's Teo split? I don't think this will hit very hard next time they use it. But again, the thought process is so good that they're good for a win. And I honestly think that's probably the same for Sunset. So there might be like when it gets to the best of the 5s, GENG might struggle a little bit. Just because they've shown the demo on this maps, but again, they can also mix it up and they might have good enough thought process that they can win others. But the way that they're playing at the moment, it's a lot of fast sight hits, overwhelmed with Teo. I don't think this will hit well a second time round, but they could have another comp, or they could have a different style of playing, or they could abuse a lot of middle. So but the thought process is so good on this one that I think they're always guaranteed to win here. Is this potentially the new meta? No, I don't think so. I think some teams... I think the meta is very open at the moment, first of all. But I also think like they're leaning heavy into their strengths. They like a Deadlock, and they really like a Viper. Like some of these comps that we're seeing probably would work better in like a split situation. Sorry, a season situation, I guess, where you're playing like multiple weeks, same comp. But meta and playing to win one map at different things, yeah, I agree with that. And honestly, I thought people would lean heavier into the second when they leaned heavy into the first. I think if you butter yourself up like Sideshow, the tech pause might be resolved. I'm not going to try it, but I like the attempt. Postpone, maybe. What, the game? Oh, that'd be devastating. Let's wait. They're going to at least try and work out what to do. I'm still feeling confident. Shio, what's he saying? Casters have left their station. I mean, guys, you give me info that we already know, dude. We played a whole round and there was no casters. You don't need Shio to tweet that one. We literally witnessed a whole round. Come on, guys. We're better than this. Think Heretics get a roster change? No, I don't think they do. If they fail at champs, there's a chance. It depends how much the org believes and how much the team believes and how much in terms of an internal issue there is. If there is internal issues in terms of if anything changed of how they're playing. Val Esports, okay, this is a big one. We are temporarily pausing the show. We will provide additional updates. Okay, well, I guess we just wait it out. It's not a great sign. Definitely not a great sign. A guy named Ty, thank you so much for the Prime. Appreciate the 6 months. That tells us nothing. Yeah, it doesn't really tell us anything. We'll just kind of wait it out. Chat, we done worse than this. We've done worse than this. We've been forged in the tech pauses. Fire of the tech pauses. We've tanked a 6-hour Pacific tech pause. We've tanked a 4-hour EMEA tech pause. Like we're fine. We're fine out here. We can tank a 1-hour international one. Pacific one was 7 hours. I mean, it felt like 6 hours. It was easy work. Change the shirt. Don't make it about the shirt, guys. It's nothing about the shirt. And I'm not wearing the shirt. That's what we should be talking about. The fact that I'm not wearing the other Tech Ball shirt. You're right. You're onto the right thing. Shay, thank you so much for the bits, mate. Appreciate that. What's your take on why Wolves are performing so well compared to the other Chinese teams? I think they play really different, especially if you just isolate their split and their ascent. On split, they play kind of a traditional comp to an extent, right? Cypher Viper, but they play it really differently, right? So you got the Viper passive pressure over towards B with the smoke on the wall, and then you got the Cypher passive pressure with the double cage over towards here. So it's very hard to play against over towards here when there's pressure on A at the beginning and there's pressure over towards B constantly because of the Viper. So I think that's one of the reasons, and I think the teams are struggling against that, especially the B stuff with the Viper. It's very hard to play against. And then when you go over towards Ascent, I feel like the Deadlock Cypher is something that teams don't play against again, and they have very good theory on it, and teams are misplaying against it. Right? You're seeing a lot of teams try and play retake against Cypher Deadlock, but if they get over towards the site, you win. So I think it's a lot of down to Wolves play differently to teams. I mean, the individuals are playing very well in terms of Spring, but I also feel like they have a different style of playing these maps. Especially Ascent and Split are the best example. We have seen Genji split comp against Boom. Yes, we have. But they played it much differently, right? They played like late, slow Teo play. A lot of like slow play with it, right? You don't see the default anymore. They're actually making sure they can capitalize off of the Teo damage. Frog, I honestly don't know. But if you signed up, I imagine there's a good chance. I'm telling you, but you're before a lot of people. What are the chances of Wolves winning against Gen.G? The good thing for Gen.G at the moment is I'm pretty sure they have a 7-map pool because they seem to be banning whatever they believe is the enemy's best map. I also think a lot of teams are messing up their veto at the moment. I will say that. Most outrageous one has been G-Lai against Sentinels, for sure. We've got another update? Or is it just the same one? That's just the same one. Look at Tarek's reply, man. Guy loves Valorant. Who tripped the wire? Can we get a server shock? That's criminal. That's like a bacon joke, man. Despa got no power for that one, mate. Apologize. Despa, all I'm saying is get loads of people to sign up and then you're their +1 though. There's no rules against that. Who's having the deep lower bracket run? Who do we favor for? Let's look at this. Look at this. do we favor for a lower bracket run from what we've seen at the moment? Who do we favor here? I mean, G2 should be fine against Eli from what we've seen. And honestly, if you played their Lotus comp better on defense, they would have been... I mean, they would have got a map. I'm not saying they would have won. So I would still favor G2. I'm worried for RRQ, though. I mean, they might get... Because they got to play the loser of GENG, Fnatic. I'm worried for RRQ. I think they might go 0-2 here. Yeah, I guess this. Whoever loses this should be in a good spot. Whoever loses this might be in a good spot. Dude, Wolves can get top 4, chat. That's awesome for them. Is there points here? What'd you get for top 4? 3 points? That's huge for them. Chober is supporting RRQ. They're definitely going 0-2. Yeah. Never mind about the money. I'll be honest, your salaries are normally so good. So your salaries are normally so good, and then say that you get this. Like, it's nice, but at the same time, that's split between 6, maybe 7, and then your org as well. So it doesn't, like, it's not like it's all for one. It ends up being like, for these players, maybe a month's salary, maybe 2 months' salary, which is cool, but then it's just like, Champs is the one. Taxes, yeah, with taxes, it's basically like a month's salary. Teams? It depends on the org. It depends on the org. Normally, it's not too crazy, to be honest. Teams are pretty okay. It used to be crazy back in the day with like percentages, but orgs aren't too bad. You normally see it between like 10-30% of them taking money. What they normally do though is like, you know when you get to champs and you get the champ bundle, they'll normally hold on to the percentage a bit more. Right, the percentage of skins. That really fluctuates. That fluctuates to the first ever champs. Players were getting 100% of the. Some teams had 100% of the bundle money, and some teams had 0%. I won't be naming names. It wasn't Liquid. Liquid was in between these. How 100%? Just better contracts, man. Yeah, there's some big orgs that had 100%. There was also a team that had 0%, but then they had to fight for more percent, and they got a little percent. Quite a big team. But fast champs, though. Was a big name? Very big name, yeah. Percentage what? Of the, you know the bundle, the champs bundle. Did the team live evil? It wasn't EG back then. It wasn't EG. They weren't around back then. Well, they were around. They just weren't in Valorant. What if this goes on for 6 hours? It won't go on for 6 hours. They'll cancel it. If it looks like it's going to be anywhere around that time, they'll just cancel it and just have it like an earlier start tomorrow or later start. First champs to 2021. That's right. Yeah. Achilles said around 10 minutes. Okay, we like that. The loser of this plays tomorrow. That is... Oh. Oh, that's a great point. Yeah, they're going to have to try fix this today. You're right. With the chances of Paper X Sliggy as in a player, pretty high, I would say. I think I'm feeling it these days. Winner plays tomorrow. Yeah, that is rough, dude. That is rough. Not after the chamber performance. Yeah, dude. No one's honestly after the chamber performance. No one's even asking me to play Prax again. Bacon used to ask me to play Prax, but he saw me on chamber and didn't have any of it. I've never been asked to Prac anymore. to play offline if they can't fix things. Honestly, I think if the coach stuff is working, we get the coach cams, that's probably like the best you can do. But they need to somehow get it to the people in the audience also. How did Fnatic lose Haven? I think they just lost Double Pistol was the main reason. Double Pistol and a bonus. I think they played very well. I think the Haven was very high level, to be honest. A couple of small mistakes in some important rounds, but I thought the Haven was pretty high level. Yeah, I think Mini will probably disagree. I think Mini will rip it apart because I think Mini will be like, why on earth are they not taking any orbs on attack? Like he'll look at that and be like, I made this comp and you're getting no orbs on attack. Like you're meant to be getting ults early. I think the Teo has legs. Long term, I don't think the Teo has legs after what I'm seeing. But it looks good for a win. And it might be good for 2 wins. And maybe 3 wins. But 4 wins? I don't think it should be getting 4 wins. The screen is back in the venue. Oh boy. Hold up, chat. Hold up. Screen is back. It's good news. Will 2025 be the year of your video delayed observing? You know how, dude, I was thinking about it on the treadmill today. Because I was thinking that the observing's been a little bit off, and then I watched some of the CS major, and I was just like, I don't think I think it could be a lot better. I'm trying to not flame, because I think some of the observing is like pretty low level sometimes. So I do think that there's a huge room for delayed observing. Will I do the video this year? I'm not sure. The problem with doing the video is I need to explain it properly. Because if people will go, oh, you're just trying to catch every kill, then I'm going to be annoyed. So I need to make sure that I actually like do it properly. But I think that observing in FPSs, I'll tell you what, at the moment, I wouldn't really come back to coaching unless I got a crazy offer. But if like Riot offered me to do delayed observing, because I think it would progress FPS esports quite a lot, I would definitely do it. It's like something that I really want to make sure is a thing. I think it just makes the game a lot better. Bacon, what are you typing here? How does delayed observing work in the venue? The venue is separate. You split them up. You've got live, you got delayed. This is all live. You need forecasters. You delay some of the reactions in terms of sounds, crowd sound. It goes into this. You delay certain things, but then everything else is like basically you have an offline and online production. I've got it all down. It does cost a little bit, but it's so good. Down to talk about it, Zilva. I would love to teach people how to do it. Again, for people that don't know, I used to be a professional observer in CS. I practiced this for like 2 years. I never got to do it. I'm telling you, it's so much better to watch the game. And this was in CS. I think it would work 2 to 3 times better in Valorant because it's just a little bit more clutter. I tried to make it work in Overwatch, but turns out they got a bunch of morons working for them, so they're done. In the meta is part of the reason why the observing's been a little bit bad this year. I think there's just a lot going on. This game's never getting finished? No, they're working on it. I can feel it. Have I ever reached out to Riot about this? Maybe we don't even have the replay. Like, they gotta work out how to do the replay thing first before it's even a possibility. When you get the replay, then we can start talking. Does CS do delayed observing? Nah, they tried it once in 2010, and it was done by a bunch of idiots again. So everyone thought it was awful. Basically, it was done in like 2010. I can't remember what the LAN was, but the people that were in charge of it just wanted to catch every kill. And then they were like, we catch 80% of the kills. People that don't use it only catch 32% of the kills. Look how much better our stuff is. And it's like, but then as soon as you know it's happening, you know that they're going to get the kill, so it just ruins everything. So they kind of messed it up, and then everyone, because they messed it up, thinks that it's awful. But it just had people that don't know what they're doing behind it, basically. How much delay is there? Not too much delay, like 5 seconds. So the way that I used to do it in CS is you have minimap, it's blown up big, it's 5 seconds. So this is like real time, and then you're looking here. So you see what happens on the minimap. It's like a good minimap, so you can see like flashes, walls, whatever. And then you can go, okay, this is the most important POV. This is what I'm sitting on. And then you just delay your brain for 5 seconds, basically. And so like in your head, you can be like, overview for 3 seconds into this person who's going to throw util into this person. It's sick, man, I'm telling you. Didn't they hate it because the reaction's delayed from the players? Yeah, but they did it wrong again. Is delayed observing my Roman Empire? Pretty much. I think about it a lot, dude. It's like the one thing that I wish I'd done in CS, yeah. I actually genuinely think about it a lot, yeah. And do you know the crazy thing as well? As soon as like I found out about it, I was like, that is the dumbest idea I've ever heard. And then I tried it, and I was like, that is the sickest thing ever. I need to watch this FNS clip. Where is it? Link me. What's he doing? Is it this one? We're clicking it. Hopefully it's right. Why is this guy on my stream?
Ew. The fuck is that?
He's looking at the slug. Dude, how long has Wingman been on the slug?
Sluggy. Oh.
Screen is back. It's good news. Dude, why is this guy just lurking out here? Chad, do you say ooh to the slug? That's crazy. Hey, I'm Connor with the Prime. Thank you with the 11 months, dude. Thank you, thank you. Do I pictures the 2 teams being in the grand final? Do we get a do we get a Gen G Paper X? Maybe. I'm a little scared of Sentinels at the moment. To be honest with you, I'm a little scared of Sentinels. They're the 3 teams that I'm looking at, thinking, okay. I wasn't that disappointed by Fnatic's Haven as well, so I think Fnatic might be able to have a run, but I think the lower bracket might be a little stacked. The players are back on the stage. The screen is on, okay? Is Riot going to change the rules because clearly skipping the Swiss stage is not an advantage? I'm telling you, it's the teams. It is an advantage. I'm telling you the teams are messing up. This one isn't a fair example. Because Genji are beasts. But the problem is when I say that, I feel like I sound like Sideshow when he was against the Paper X train, and he was saying the other teams are the issues. Surely it's not the 4 teams messing up. No, Fnatic haven't messed up too much here. I do believe the other 3 teams have messed up though, yeah. Zerek Vows, thank you so much for the Prime, appreciate the 11 months. Yeah, dude. It's rough, man. I always talk about it. It's a Mickey Mouse tournament. Unless Paper Rex win, then it's legit. Any update made the biggest update is this. That's it. That's the only thing that's changed. To be fair, we have got a lot of people on the ground, and the people have said that the players are back on stage and the lights are on. Chat. Next time Mini streams, can someone ask him if it's an advantage to go to playoffs, and then clip me his answer? I'd actually like to know what he says. Maybe I'm delusional. I don't think I am, but I might be. Mini's sadly the voice of reason. He tweeted about it? What did he tweet? Oh no. Am I right or wrong? What did he say? You can ask him directly. I tried to avoid conversation with him, to be honest, mate. It's easy when you just have middlemen like you guys to just go talk to him. He doesn't think it should be, but statistically it is. Yeah. Yeah, I agree. You got the tweet here? Yes, I don't actually know where I stand on it anymore on the first seed debate, but if you're going to be first seed, that defense is how you do it. Heretics may be dead. Jesus. It's pretty dark. The advantage of being first seed. Yeah, so he's kind of where I am, but I think from that he's less stubborn than me, which is not great. Oh, Jesus. Why is that so loud? Look at how loud it normally is. God, I kind of got used to the quiet. It was nice.
Is this thing on? Can you all hear me out there?
Wait, Zix is here. Wait, what's Zix saying about this?
Appreciate you all for being patient. As we are moments
Wait, someone at Zix, man. I can't see the message. Oh, here we go. Reps in new environment is more important. Kind of noticed across tournaments. Interesting.
Toronto! Let's close this one out strong. We didn't quite
do you even think that in a do you think that with an eight team tournament, like once you get to playoffs, like in a 16 team, I think I agree with you. 8 teams, like when you're actually like, you only need 4 wins. Okay, it's a conversation for another day. Fnatic 3, they got 3. Genji on defense. Genji at the moment, pistols 11-0.
A little bit of help from Karan as well, right out in front of him towards the site. That's where the bulk.
Genji haven't bought a singular pistol. I haven't bought a singular sheriff in the pistol. Do you reckon they watched the TMV video 2 years late?
Pushing forward over towards that B site, does get cleared. Karan playing up close, no smoke there. Obfuscate ends up getting taken down.
Holy hell, Chad! They might do the unthinkable. They might win a pistol.
Now in position as the spike gets planted. Prowler on the check. Texture going to be noted. Poison orb set up.
Smoke down. Teva. Luck. Oh, dudes. They got to go fast, and they got the Teva. Big Teva, dude. Wait, fair play. Texture just did unbelievable. His 2 teammates eat the Teva, and he makes sure he swings out. Okay, nicely done. Holy hell, they lost their first pistol. 1-11 in the actual match. 1-3.
It's just a great call in the timing by Fnatic. Previously, on their pistol round, the last time they played this map against Heretics, they set up a toxic screen and used that as a fake to rotate back over to B. I think with it taking so long, GENG felt like it wasn't going to be B. Maybe there was just one there.
Hey, dude, replay it. What's he saying? I know he's giving it.
Of Fnatic. Great reads there by Alfier. ready for Munchkin, trying to push down mid. Able to get
Come on,
into
dude.
BP
Give me a game, guys. Give me a
do some damage
game.
in that round. Now on to the first eco of the tournament.
Good
for
thing is, if
GENG.
Boaster starts giving it and it like pays off, he's gonna
It's
double
the
down.
only
He's just
buy-up
gonna
with the
really
Sheriff
start
Texture.
flaming.
Pretty wild, but they're just trying to obscure their positions, trying to keep Fnatic guessing about where the stack is. But they're pretty split up here.
Full kit held here from Foxy as Ash tucking in towards Mail here. Right before the Nebula ends up falling.
Yeah, just wanting to go for a combo, it felt like, over towards middle.
Sending out the net here. Try to get a catch. Swing around. And Kayak. Instantaneous here.
he got revenge, right? Because he died pretty much from that angle earlier.
Looks for a little bit more. Some damage exchange.
Yeah, Kayak just being the
Paranoia going through. Karan trying to push forward.
just being the human drone on this one. Clears over towards site. That's a nice kill. Dude, Boaster's definitely been practicing with the stinger. Been a couple of EMEA players that have got a lot better with it.
30 seconds
Not
left.
riding the rope quite just yet. Plays it out a little bit more slowly. Alpha trying to get that shot through. Gets one to connect, but Ash finds the headshot.
Spike planted.
Clean it up, trying to make this a little bit more costly.
Munchkin's gonna scoop up the Sheriff. Let's see if he can do some more damage here. Him and Ash are gonna group up.
Yampy, I was going to compliment you, but I was scared you were in chat. I didn't want to do it.
They want to try to commit that, otherwise might just be saving
Gotta
the
keep that
util,
ego in
but
check.
Pushes out into the open, and eventually Chronicle is going to be the one that finds it. Sheriff changing hands multiple times. As Ash goes to the reload, but makes some noise there. So he will just tuck away here at the ramp. Maybe look for an exit.
Chat. How much is it to buy the extra one?
But shot goes out a little bit too early, and Poster finds a headshot with the stinger. Fnatic close out the anti-eco, losing out on 2 players.
150. Okay.
Yeah, really important rounds here for Fnatic. That they're able to come through.
They still don't know how to use it. What was that? No, that was my fault, man.
Get the ball rolling.
If I didn't compliment, it's fine.
For Munchkin.
It's just how it is.
Just a nice little paranoia play, but Chronicle ready there. Back up, Kayak. But a belter of a first shot. Gonna need more of that. But this is the attacker side for Fnatic. This is where they should be doing damage with this comp. This is where they should be rolling rounds together. See if they can get a bonus to go. A lot of this deadlock util being set up deep to counter the Yoru. And another for the entry.
Munchkin playing forward here, judge in hand. This one cycled Prowler. He's able to distract an Alpha.
Yeah, not sure that one works against
Damage basically not
against the
even suffered here.
fade.
Just flushing him out. And now looking like
Sure
they
that
want
works
to
in
play
general
around the
against this
map,
comp.
still
Boom
not
bot and a fade that's going to
committing
potentially see her.
all their forces to
Okay,
one
so
side.
kill over towards middle creates a little bit of pressure over
really
towards
nice
mid.
play there.
They put the wall down reactively over towards B, and now they go
Up
to
close.
re-clear
Oh my
middle.
God,
A
Texture.
great kill from Texture.
Sense off the back of that
Chronicle takes
Prowler
a time in.
crashes. Swing in.
Damn, bro,
finds
Texture.
another. Come alive.
Yeah, and they
On
had
the
2
barrier
people
match,
shoot at
gonna
the
be
same
broken
time,
on
so
the
rotate
B
can
side.
come in. It's a good omen flash. It's a good grav net.
Captain as well, trying to find a catch, but Karan flying back pillar, finds one, tucks in the backside, looks for a little bit more, can't quite align it on the Kayak, goes to the wide point, finds it!
Damn, very nice, man. Texture,
Cleans
beast.
up Poster. Bonus conversion, now they found GENG, hitting double digits, Fnatic, 5 rounds behind.
Just the confidence being shown
Did
there
the
by Texture.
did the clone
Reading
and
right off
the
that Prowler, he's gonna have the
TP
angle.
get hit by the grav net? The TP was moving so slow.
And it's a nice crossfire set up there. And a good grab net to stall that.
TP got hit by the net. That's so unlucky, man. I was watching that on the minimap thinking like, what the hell is that?
17 kills on the board for him.
Okay. I thought Alpha was going to take the hit, but Boaster takes the hit, drops him a gun. After the Stinger performance, apparently doesn't want to get a Stinger. Trip.
Should be aware of it. I'd like to try to clear it out.
Interesting as well that Fnatic are doing the smoke over towards middle, right? Double vision block. In theory, you can kind of creep up.
Switch on the slow. Just trying to get the catch there.
They hit 2 people take the grav net out at the same time, though, so they get in for this 2 over towards middle. Ooh, I like that. Takes the trip away, replace over towards Heaven, because they know they can't capitalize off of it, or it's just going to get shot.
Karan watching for it. Spot there on the Chronicle.
Lose middle. In reaction, drone out towards A to get info. Still one over towards here, so they keep strong with 3. Wall over towards top. Heaven a B as well. It's a nice smoke. Smoke with the sonic sensor as well. Strong.
Wonders to try to just come up the works here, slow down the approach from Fnatic and really narrow
40 seconds,
their
guys. You
options
gotta
down.
consider somewhere. You gotta show me where you're going.
Checking Foxy.
30 seconds left.
Spike commits over towards A through sewers. Spike going back over towards Heaven. Oh boy.
4 seconds remaining.
Oh god. 20 seconds. They commit over towards B. It is the right side as we can see on the minimap.
Absolutely gorgeous with the blast pack. Finds the opener there. At the same time, find the lure. Chronicle going to be taken down, but not much can fall on the wayside. His B side opened up. Karen held at bay here at the alley.
Okay, nothing to stop this.
Be committed to. Paranoia goes across.
That was a little bit too late.
Stuck in position.
God, I was worried. As soon as I saw Crash, still worried.
Finds the kill there on the Alfier. Crashy staying put. Just playing off the exit of this nebula. Creep forward from Karan. Do they read it? Smoke now, gonna be gone. Karan instantaneous with a headshot, able to find him there as the reload has to come through from Boaster. He doesn't have the
How's
bullets,
Boaster
but he's
alive?
still able to stay alive. Boaster, however, taken down to 8. Classic in hand.
Holy, how did they win that one? 4v3. 4v3 into the 1v2. Texture uses the wall to separate them. There's no way. Kayaki wasn't expecting the swing.
Brilliant play by Texture to use that fast lane.
Texture, I mean, it's back-to-back insane rounds from him.
Completely off guard.
That was a nice shot.
Winning a couple big battles himself in that round. The 1v1 against Chronicle on the other side of the map. And then finds the opener to even things up for
Damn,
the
flick shot from the cameraman though, that was crazy.
Man, oh man, Alpha doing what he can there. Had some great kills along the way. A great blast pack to displace Foxy 9. But all for naught, as now Fnatic has to go into another timeout. They
Ash,
have to
yeah,
try
the
to
kill
find
back site
some
opened
way
it up, it really
back
did.
into this match. You only have 2 rounds of leeway, or else they're going down to the lower bracket. Otherwise, it just seems like GENG is in cruise control to continue their run here at Masters Toronto. They have been unstoppable. Finally, somebody did damage to them in the pistol round department, but outside of that, they have been almost as good as you can be.
A last reprieve for Fnatic. They've come back from such deficits in the past. GENG at the moment been looking like a bit of a different beast at this tournament.
What are we doing, guys? Get on the same page.
To make up for lost time and bring this to a swift conclusion.
So it looks like you're forcing.
Split for the 2-0.
Okay, you are forcing.
6 rounds in a row from Fnatic to tie things up. 8 to a
Big
4
round.
in overtime.
If they do win this, they get a lot of ults online, so it is kind of possible, but man, this deadlock looks like a nightmare on defense at the moment. And GENG have pretty good reactions around the map from what's going on, in my opinion.
Let's see if Fnatic can have a good read on this again. Let's see if this is going to get the Prowler to come through. Seems like they're making sure to check ropes. Oh, Munchkin doesn't hear anything.
Slightly different angle this time. Plays back into the corner at Mail. They have to have the read. They have to have the expectation.
Okay, 1 minute mark.
Boombot's not going to clear it, but
Whoa.
Alpha
1 minute mark, they hear the clone over towards B. They put the wall down, and I like this wall. You kind of have to be past this line to break it, so it's not like...
check from Karan. Ash now.
It's a very nice wall. That's pretty sure all the walls are about on defense. Like, where can you shoot it from? Can you be punished from the area? Does it feel comfy? Do you need another player with you?
Try to go over towards A. For the moment, it is just Texture taking a peek down in towards main.
They're going to be seeing they just cleared the barrier mesh. Foxy, gun barrel spotted.
Spotted for Kayak. Finding the headshot.
30 seconds left.
They're on now.
Big flash from Kayak.
Revealed, blinded up.
Oh, how?
Not going to be able to find the kill. Won't matter too much. His poster is. Ash now dead, leaving Texture to his own devices.
Okay, very, very nice. Money's good, and they get a lot on this. Crashy's away from his ult, Chronicle one away from his ult, and they got a lot of ults. It is doable, but it would be a madness.
Not falling for Munchkin's trickery. Reading that position so nicely. The patience being shown by Kayak. Really, really nice. And Chronicle right there to make sure that Texture has no hope of doing any more damage. Just saying, work together. You know, GENG's gonna try to play some isolated.
Okay, force him down to an eco. Definitely got to keep an eye on Texture as a backup. Oh, for his gun.
Can work that apart. You're gonna have a really good shot here to make a comeback. 5 rounds will be the difference
Because of this,
for Fnatic.
hides over towards here, baits him to go over towards spawn, and then he's ready to kill. I like this idea from GENG. Bit of an anti-Yoru strat, it looks like.
Very careful. GENG in the meantime.
Heavier stack over towards B, we hide, we bait the Yoru in over towards A to play full retake. Teams are getting a lot better with anti-Yoru, for sure.
Towards choosing the
The most common one is like going super proactive, but I guess with their comp, well,
not
good
gonna
though.
spot anything here in heaven. So Alpha goes for a bit of a look-see. Situated here on the rafters. Starting to
This is
back
the GENG
away
Viper,
upstairs.
this is the attack Viper.
Getting popped. Chronicle's
The
still
double
going to
block
be on the
vision,
late
so you can
linger.
lock.
Just waiting for contact. Probably just gonna rip that paranoia right as soon as anybody from Fnatic makes too much noise.
Ball passing here.
Kayak does clear. So the deadlock util.
Scary round, that's actually a good nade.
Blast back across the way. Paranoia finding the
Dude,
hit.
that was a
Pushes
really
forward
good
on the back
nade.
of that
Oh
one.
my
The
god.
one for the nade from beyond the grave. Comes up with the kill. Munchkin, however, pinching in, out of vent, finding one, looking for a little bit more. Swaps the weapon.
No, wait.
Back of that
Whoa,
one,
what?
defensive line, one for the nade.
What's going on?
Beyond the grave,
Rewind.
comes up with the kill. Munchkin, however, pinching in, out of vent, finding one, looking for a little bit more. Swaps the weapon, and Poster, crucially, keeps himself alive. Ash now nearly spammed down. Time starting to dwindle. His Texture gets noted. Tries to go for the overclock.
Jesus. Poster scared the hell out of me here. That was my end. Tech balls in my end.
Munchkin maybe just assuming that Poster had left, had gone towards the stairs.
Jesus.
Guessing correctly, went for the gunplay.
Dude, both they're over towards heaven. That was kind of nuts from him. They really thought he went down over towards site.
Texture's ultimate can't do any damage. And now you've got just about every other ult. Alpha used his,
Was
and
just
now
a
you've got
low
bunch
buy. Another round where if they
Fnatic,
lose, they have
so
to
a
go
lot
to
of
an eco. They got a
options on the table
deadlock
for this
or
round.
one away
Foxes
from
have the annihilation
Mateo.
again.
A trip for back of site. They're up against a Yoru ult still.
Without having to commit the rest of these. Having them built up, this puts Fnatic in a very good spot. Just that
GENG doing
annihilation,
a
as
lot
you
of this
mentioned,
free pass and lean over
one
towards
charge
A.
away. Munchkin this time going to play a lot more of a disconnected position around mid.
Drone
Now
goes
they're
over
trying to
towards A, and then
check,
did the
fire.
comms come in that their only
Damage there
re-clear
on
of
Poster.
info is over towards A, so he
Points back, trying to
rotates?
look
He might have done it
forward.
before, and I'm
That's a
giving him
huge
too
win,
much
though.
credit, but
This
I think that's
mid
what
part of
happened.
the map has been giving GENG fits.
Because they know they
Something
can't
that
re-clears.
Fnatic has done a great job taking
All
advantage
goes
of.
in though, so they don't have to worry
Hasn't
about
been
B, which means that they might
too
heavy
much
lean over
resistance.
towards A. 3
GENG's
pass
been
and B still
allowing
as they
them
clear
to
middle.
push up in towards B
Dude,
heaven.
Fnatic plays this round so
We're going
slow.
dimensional drift time.
Kayak on a walkabout, trying to see what he could spot. Some info there into heaven as Munchkin. Full sinks down in mid.
Got a
The fight
double.
goes his way. Poster Alpier both going to be eliminated. Ash over the top here at heaven.
Kayak played it well.
Struck on.
Damn, Kayak played it really
Brings up
well.
the sight.
Keep an eye on Texture. He's on A ramp very early.
Seconds left.
Pit available.
Yeah, Viper over towards spawn. Oh, dude, it hit. Wait,
Grab no.
that was so close. Wait, what was this?
Quite able to find it.
It looked like on the minimap it hit him, so maybe it was too high and the circle was under him.
Able to find two, the push forward, but Munchkin is strafing over the bite.
No way, what a crazy round this is.
10
Whoa!
with Texture. Pre-fires the swing out of elbow. And suddenly is in with a chance to try to clutch this out. Crashies playing it backside. Texture trying to narrow it down. Spots him out. Wide swings, damage exchange here on both sides. 10 bullets, now 7 remaining in the mag. Clears the haunt. Down to 6, the leg. Noted. He's looking to try to flush him out. 1 bullet now, just a classic. Worked the last time. Works this time as well.
Damn, he's got it. He's got it. Oh, that's an insane round from him. Dude, another 1v3 though.
He does.
It's another 1v3.
It's another Red Bull clutch. As Texture
Wild round. 3v5, 3v3, 1v3.
There is no doubt that he is
Dude,
the
that
best
second
player
kill
in
is-
Toronto right now. These clutches are out of control from Texture. A great
Oh,
start
God.
there. but Texture the confidence to push through. At time, just enough. Just enough.
Okay,
He is
five chances,
right now, and this is do or die for
we would have
Fnatic.
got 4 2-0s.
Actually backbreaking.
Every Swiss team being
Texture here
the seed ones.
But
Oh,
Kayak in response. A belter of a shot.
oh, dude, they're gonna have nice ults at one point though for that
Connects
big
the
round.
forehead. Texture. It's knocked out of the park. Needs a good amount of damage in exchange, down to 32, but gives them a player advantage for the moment. Munchkin lingering in mid. Still holds on to this pit. He's not committed it quite just yet. Minor gap in the smoke. Potentially try to play around. As he goes to the peak, looks for the timing, finds it.
Oh.
It's a little bit whippy, he cannot escape.
Crashy's got a little bit lucky with that
Crashy's
timing.
there.
Wait, are we?
Trade it back.
Oh, we are.
Revenge here for his
Does
fallen
he?
teammate, but Foxy9
Oh, he
refills
does.
the space. And on the peak.
That's nice from
South
Foxy9.
Chronicle. The TP to backside, Ash. Armageddon at the ready, could send it here off the rip. Stuck in the drone. It's a little bit of information. Seems like he may just end up saving this for the retake, as you get a double exploration here from Althea and Kayak, pushing in towards Alley.
I like the try there with the grab net back of sight. It was a cool idea.
Safe behind the box.
Swing off Alpha's contact.
Sight widely given up. Alpha spotted. He readjusts.
Not even a swing.
And Kayak down. So low on HP, but still
Alpha
fighting,
did good,
still persevering.
crazy
Ash
good.
from the drop down. Finds the first.
Not again.
Goes in, looking to try to take this up to half. The reapproach out from heaven. Does he just stick it? The shot's not connecting. Waits it out.
Oh, God.
Finds one. But Kayak plays it well. The defuse.
Oh my. They're still in it. Point 10. God, these are nuts rounds.
You have got to be kidding me. Back to back. Less than a second on the clock rounds. Ash doing his damnedest. So close to it. It isn't for that haunt. He probably has this round potentially. Oh, it's so close, Munchkin. Oh, thought they had it. They got to tighten the screws a little bit here, do GENG.
Yeah, forcing down to Nico again.
Alpha.
Texture on the peak. Dead.
Let's go.
Alpha quickly dispatches.
Absolute nail biter. Smoke from GENG. Stalling them out momentarily.
Karan spamming some right clicks. Ash as well. Similarly taken low. A site heavily at risk now. Smoke's just going to be cycled, some noise made. Try to relay that, but Munchkin.
Ooh, my, okay. Did you get comms of your teammates'
That's
HP?
only Ash on that A side of the map. They could just rotate back over. And he's been worked down to 30. Might just find a timing though. So drop down there from Chronicle. Works his way into the sewer. Just trying to see if a rotation comes through, but Fnatic just going to go ahead, explore mid a little bit more here, it would seem.
I mean, you have to assume.
3-person stack. They don't have to worry about B main.
As GENG, but you know, with the weaker weaponry,
They got no options, Fnatic.
Kinda
It
hold
is
the
a
line
world
at
that they
B.
actually pick A here.
Trick him a little bit.
It's just Foxy9.
30 seconds left.
Try to start things off. Paranoia going to be set, but Chronicle does not get caught by it. Foxy catches a shot to the face. Clone noted. Karan flushed out. As Ash is still a world away, Munchkin tucks back into garage as the spike gets planted.
Planted.
And I think he might be regretting sending this pit out.
Yeah, for sure.
Drops it to try to give them some
in
kind
an
of
ideal
chance.
world for
Covers the
Fnatic,
weapon
I could
previously
to kill
dropped by
him.
Alpha.
Weapon here.
I think that this should be undoable.
It certainly should be. Spam attempt. Nothing spotted. Munchkin on the lurk, finding one. Kayak around the corner, holding the angle, getting the headshot. And Ash at 30 with just a stinger cannot make it happen.
Very, very nice. A lot of ults on this.
3 rounds away.
Timeout, maybe?
Taking us to overtime. And GENG find themselves without a pit.
Oh boy. A gamble there by Munchkin. Hits a nasty shot. Alpha so ready for that swing out from Texture. Paranoia misses. 2 players that GENG dealt with. Kayak with 3 on the round. Fnatic right back into it, right back into another alt cycle as well. Showstopper, Dimensional Drift, Cosmic Divide, tons to work with
Just
here.
really good ults, and then
for
you
the EMEA
can
number
kind of
one
just
team.
send a majority of them into this as well, because you know that Crashy's
got
going to
a
have his
real
ult at one
chance.
point as well.
Again, these mid positions really just not being dealt with by Gen G. They're giving up a ton of space. I mean, Munchkin will go for these plays where he tries to outmaneuver you through the smokes, but
he is just dancing around those
Yeah,
bullets
he's
for the
doing
moment.
a Zalsus impression.
He's going to work his way back across into Mail.
he does have Ashe slid in to maybe help him if there was a push forward.
Karan up and over the top. Just going to go for a quick little reposition here.
That's got Munchkin slid over though. That opens up Mail here for Fnatic.
Your ult fake over towards B. Spike. He did incredible damage though. He did really, really good, man. They spot 2 over towards here. They didn't spot the Neon over towards Heaven. What's the group? Call over towards A. It's the right side. And Ashe did work.
Here at
30 seconds left.
Foxy, no grav net.
Sonic sensor right around the corner here for Foxy to potentially play off of.
Trying to fish for it, but there's the stun.
Oh, it just came up.
Flash gonna be found.
Oh,
Texture
dude,
Jiggy
grav
feet.
net into
Sending out the
stun.
relay
They get
bolt.
locked in here.
Has them reeling
15
backward.
seconds.
It's 14 seconds remaining. Fnatic have to make a go of it. They have to start rushing forward, but they're taking so much damage on entry. Kayak fighting back for one. Spike now need to be committed. Chronicle!
Oh my god, how? Dude, it's chat, chill. It's still doable. It's a very doable 1v3.
He's giving them a real
My
chance.
goodness, I
Trying to
can't
keep
believe they
this
hit
going.
those
Karan,
shots.
However, full HP.
That shot on Heaven from Chronicle is insane.
All 3 players tagged up here on the side of Fnatic.
We saving?
Away. The call to save.
Oh god.
He has a realistic
God,
chance
these
of trying to go
rounds
for
are
the
just,
clutch, but Gen G
they're
make the
so
call. It's
close.
too risky. We have the time, we have the rounds.
I don't know how
to try to
Fnatic is
offer
still
up,
in it, to be
but
honest.
that does mean that Fnatic continue to build momentum. 2 rounds away from OT.
Absolutely brilliant stuff from Chronicle there. It looked like Gen G might just be able to close this match out. They had that pretty well read. They had that stalled. The Sonic sensor into the relay bolt to make Fnatic have to press forward. And Foxy trying to hide his position, trying to wait for that moment
Yeah,
to
give me their
strike,
POVs, man.
where he can
Chronicle.
delay the plant enough where time would just win the round for them.
2 insane kills. This one had to happen. These 2 had to happen.
There never could get
Ooh,
the sprinter control.
that's,
That is disgusting.
yeah, that is something else.
Ridiculous. Tightest of angles there.
From how things had started here for this player on this map, he has rebounded in the biggest way. Timeout call now from the Gen G camp. First one on this map, second one in the series.
This full loss bonus, 2-4.
Looking to try to bring this to a conclusion,
sure.
but the buy is not going to be there.
Yeah, maybe
The
you're right. Maybe it is
ults are
3.
not going to be there.
I'm pretty curious to see how Gen G wants to approach this. They may be going to try to go for some kind of util dump into mid, try to go for a bit of a trap. I mean, that's something that Fnatic has been exploring almost every single round. But I thought they had a pretty good idea there.
That
with
second
Ashe.
kill, the kill on
They played
Heaven,
that,
oh,
waited out
it's
the
nuts,
Prowler,
mate.
Caught Boaster off guard.
Gonna have to use their ults.
Double
They
down,
are
go
1 away
another.
from a Fatal, and they
Well thought out
have
there. Just kind
Astral.
of crumbling. Some of the 1v1s again for Gen G, something they've been so sharp with in the first half of this event, but here in playoffs, some moments of weakness that have been capitalized upon instantly by Fnatic. Still have a Cosmic Divide, you're 1 away from another overdrive for texture, a couple away from
There are
Ashe's
new
ult.
teams where assistant coaches does more of the
Gen G, yeah,
talking.
look at this. Setting up 3 in
BBL
mid.
Season 1,
They're looking to try
I
to
would say
track this
BBL. Pal
Fnatic.
probably did more talking from what I saw.
Completely different ideas.
Heretics, I think Webb is a little bit
Guardian
more
Vanquish
vocal in the
here, 2
timeouts as well.
singers. This Texture just playing back a bit here, not wanting to overcommit into Garage.
He lost that battle last time. Gonna play it safer this go around.
It's only Munchkin just crouching here in the peak. Might be getting more than he bargained for, but it's going to be the Prowler just as a bit of an early alert system.
He's trying to get out. Clone sent forward. Munchkin gonna dodge all of that, and it's
Immediate
complete,
rotation.
yeah, complete wraparound from Fnatic. They love to do this. Create some attention on one side of the map. Quickly pivot over before you really understand what's going on.
Boombot quickly cleared.
Yeah, and they're about to clear over towards A. There's a world where Fnatic missed their window here. No backup plan, you got the flash over towards here with the TP, it's the classic. Flash goes in. He should be taking this TP in theory, but they don't have info, the back of site's clear. If he took this in the... Yeah, oh boy. 30 seconds, they go for a re-clear. This is not going to be pretty. Fade ult. 25 seconds, still going through middle by the way. Fade ult hits one, that's it. 15 seconds. 2 on site, still someone back site. Holy bro. these rounds are crazy. It's every single round.
4 in a row, Fnatic. 1 round from taking us into overtime.
Love this little pivot right before they make this execute to try to go back.
Very calm on this one. Yeah, dude, Fnatic keeping getting like really important first kills as well.
Absolutely stunning stuff. He is so clean when he's on point. Seems like it's just all headshots all the time.
Yeah, is Crashy's right? They hit the important kill backside on Texture as well. Dude, Alpha gets the attack up and he's predicted it. Ooh. Okay.
They even tried to bait for Texture and he still gets beat. What patience from Alfier.
Catches him off guard and a jiggle peek like that. It's just too fast.
Unbelievable.
For Munchkin to register what they're staring at, to relay it to Texture, to get the reactions.
Oh, they kind of know the reaction there. He almost got one.
Needing even more.
16 HP for Karen. He does have his ult. Wall goes out over towards middle to get some kind of info. Omen flash to re-clear middle as well. They're trying to get some more info. So info.
Fnatic again loves to do this. Just try to play with their opponent's head, keep them guessing. But for GENG,
call over towards A. What do they do? Just straight astral a wall off heaven or something? Did you just save in the afterplant?
Puts a ton of pressure on these players.
They see the Yoru over towards A. It doesn't give them too much info because obviously from A you can TP over towards here.
Come down to GENG.
And they know there was someone over towards B main ages ago, or at least B main's clear because of the off kill. Omen ult over towards B. Doesn't stick it, but it could have been anywhere on the map, so it kind of creates a little bit of pressure. Maybe he did it to see if the TP was backside as well, I'm not entirely sure. 20 seconds again, man. Every single time I'm so nervous. Holy, that's so scary. Karen, back of sight, dies. They know that he's close. Nothing to stop this plant.
They run the clock, but they're still able to get the plant in time. Is it the 2v4? Munchkin and Foxy 9 to try to deter Fnatic from bringing this into OT, and Crashies is still on that lurk, still waiting down within the vent. The spot out on the kayak. Foxy trying to find the kill. Alpha dead. It's Foxy now
This is all.
in the 1v2. The net lobbed in. Sends out the ultimate. Oh, it's so close.
Oh no, it wasn't. Actually went miles away. I don't know what I'm talking about. Dude, the horn with the swing. I'm speechless. I'm speechless because every round was absolutely mad. And I think you could pause it at like 20 seconds. And then I feel like if you asked everyone how did the round end at 20 seconds, I think there would be like a 50-50 split. And then you do that like 5 times for all the rounds. That was nuts, man.
Off the back of extremely disciplined play.
I think the majority of the time you'd probably say GENG are winning it, but some of them had less guns.
Alpha having none of it. And then the discipline at the end of the round again to give Foxy no chance.
Oh no, he's dancing.
A little bit of a Michael Jackson impersonation there from
oh boy, well,
Poster.
Dismay here on the faces of the GENG coaching staff, thinking that this was likely going to be a quick in and out for the second half after the dominance that was on display. Now they find themselves back over here onto the attack.
Nice pathing on the drone. That ain't getting spammed. Over the top.
Because of how the map
went.
Both teams getting 9 on each side.
Nothing crazy in terms of the actual by itself. GENG do go for the singular wall over towards here to vision block though. Vision block does mean that you can save the smoke, and then they did their B default with the deadlock trip, so it's very hard to re-clear over towards B.
towards Kayak.
Very nice at the moment. Good luck to Kayak, man.
Salvos
You know when the
gonna be
salvos
sent.
go in, they're going in
Paranoia.
here.
It's a minor little clip
Flashes
here.
so they know he's
Sends out
back aside
Flash,
though.
as well as the clone. Finds the pick here on
But he
Texture.
did very
Takes his
good to
exit
get
back
out of
over
there.
towards
Like the
Green's
discipline
back,
on this
already
one, and he has a flash
rotating.
to play with the rest of his team.
Into position to try to go for a
Definitely got to
retake.
keep an eye on Munchkin on this one.
Flank gonna be handed over to Ash. Still gonna be 2 charges away
Wall goes
from
over
having
towards
that
spawn. They
Armageddon
break that pretty
online.
insta. Trip over towards spawn, run out.
A little bit of util to work with.
Munchkin seemingly feeling a little bit more comfortable.
Boombot
It's not
clear
gonna be a
towards
flank.
heaven. They clear heaven. They
Check
go
though.
heavy from heaven.
Sees nade. Gonna be sent full flash here onto Karen. Barreling down.
Beast. Beast. That's beast. I think there's nothing on the spike. That's it. No way. This is nuts, man. Really good. Really, really good. Oh god. He's
Look to take this to sunset.
And this is the value here for Fnatic. They don't have to use any util in the early part of the round, and they're able to just throw
Alpha
everything
stood
in the
up.
kitchen
Oh
sink
no.
onto the site, and GENG.
I'm not sure they've
players
ever
are
won a round when this guy
flashed
stood up.
Players, no idea what's going on around them. Just a great entry there from Alpha.
No way. This is hands down one of the maddest maps I've ever watched. Casters? Yeah, just in shock, man. They can't believe what's going on. No way. They just hold for the push as well. They're so on top of it. Here comes the next push as well from Texture.
They've read everything that GENG has wanted to do.
Alien voice.
And they're just going to wait.
It would take heroics, the likes of which are rarely seen from Texture and Karen. And if you had to rely on 2
Damn,
players
Achilles
on
really
GENG,
sounds like a
certainly
robot. That's
would be
crazy.
the 2 that you would elect. But Texture, he's getting antsy. He's getting killed. All now down to Karen.
Dude, chat. Absolute cinema of a map, though. What an absolute map this was. There is about 6-7 rounds that were so insane. This was the map of the event, and that's crazy because we had the Paper X Liquid map, which was also awesome. But this was insane.
It's unthinkable.
And we go to Sunset, and Fnatic have the demo on the Sunset. Deadlock Viper for GENG. Historically been a pretty bad map from Fnatic, though. They used to ban it. Crazy map.
This series is not over.
The VODs took 1 hour 48 minutes, by the way. A long tech pause.